Oh, goddamn. I forgot to talk about Star Trek. Real quick, Star Trek Beyond, I was in San Diego, I was in Comic-Con when the movie came out, but Star Trek Beyond is really fucking good, and that's surprising for me to say, because all the marketing for Star Trek Beyond, I was just like... But I actually got a chance to see it today, and Star Trek Beyond was awesome. Like, it does not feel like a Fast and Furious Star Trek film as I feared it would feel like. I mean, this is a solid, really, really good Star Trek film. No bullshit. The opening was jarring because it's like, you know, Captain Kirk, he's standing there with this this device and he's talking to these toad-looking fucking alien creatures that shrink down and start jumping all over him. It's like, ah! I was a little bit worried from that opening. I was like, where is this going? But right after that, the movie slows down, right? And we get some nice character moments, particularly maybe my favorite scene in the film, which is just funny because it's just a conversation, but I love the conversation between Bones and Captain Kirk while they're, you know, drinking at the bar, you know, shooting shit, and then Captain Kirk's dad comes into the conversation. I also loved how during that moment and a little bit before that sequence and at other points where, like when Captain Kirk is talking to that woman about how he kind of wants Spock to take over for him. I really liked that concept of Captain Kirk sort of questioning, you know, should he keep doing this? Is he really worthy of this title? Should he go on being a captain? Maybe he's having second thoughts about being a captain. I thought those kinds of things were really fascinating and kind of deep and were effective. And I liked that shit. I was like, this feels like Star Trek. I also love this base right here. Fucking blew my mind. There's like some Inception type of visuals going on. It was just mind-bending and just visually beautiful. The CGI in this film is not as polished as I would have hoped, but like just that environment, for example, was really fucking dope. This whole bees concept and Idris Elba character was sufficient. You know, Idris Elba, he didn't like blow my mind as a villain, but he was sufficient. He was cool. You know, I didn't care so much for any of his visual looks as this mutated thing, but you know, whatever. I like this chick. She was cool, though not the outside of how she visually looks, not the most memorable character, but she was cool. So hey, I loved how they made a whole long sequence of the U.S. Enterprise being taken down by those swarms. Like, that was cool. Like, from the trailers, it seemed like these moments would have been rushed, and they were not. So kudos, you know, because you really feel the drama, the tension, and the emotion. God, what the fuck? You really feel the drama and the emotion behind, you know, the Enterprise going down, and that was just a cool sequence. There's some great chase sequences, like when Captain Kirk and Anton Yelchin, may he rest in peace, when the two of them, one chick, when they're trying to like get to the severed head of the U.S. Enterprise to get some little device or whatever. There's just cool shit. I mean, they're even rocking out the sabotage at one point. There's even this one scene when it's like Captain Kirk versus Idris Elba and like gravity's just going all wonky and they're flying all over the place, and I was just like, what? There's also great humor as well. I had a great time with this film. I just, you know, I gave the 2009 version a 10 out of 10. Star Trek Into Darkness kind of wore off on me the more I watched it. I don't think that this film is a 10 out of 10. It almost feels like a really expensive TV episode. Is that just me? Implication of Sulu being gay, I noticed. Cool. And I really don't give a fuck. I really like the movie. I'm just not crazy about the movie, you know? So personally, I'm feeling like an 8, like an 8 out of 10 for it. But you know, what about you? Let me know.